1.3 Changing Role of Civil Society in Emerging India. So, this topic is in news because the National Security Advisor NSA Ajit Doval, who advises the Prime Minister on the internal and external threats, said that if the civil society can be disturbed, divided, and manipulated, then it will hurt the interests of the nation. So, NSA, that is National Security Advisor, also described that the civil societies are new frontiers of war or the fourth generation warfare. So, the police should protect the people from being manipulated, divided, and subverted. Here, the fourth generation warfare means the state fighting against the terror groups. National Security Advisor has referred the civil societies as the fourth generation warfare. So here the first generation warfare means the formal war. Second generation warfare means the artillery fire. Okay. The third generation warfare means to suddenly infiltrate the enemy's military. So the civil societies like media, non-governmental organizations, non-profit organizations play a very important role in spreading awareness campaigns. It is like a society driven by the people themselves. Actually, societas civilis. Okay, this was the Roman root word which is the synonym of good society. The German philosopher Hegel has also coined the term civil society. Okay, according to the World Bank, civil society refers to the wide array of non-governmental and not-for-profit organizations. So generally, the people form civil societies to achieve a desired objective of welfare of the society or raise the problems of people before the state. Example, farmers corporations, Brahma Samaj, Satya Shodhak Samaj were some of the organizations which come under the civil society. That means they protect or they solve the problems of the people. Okay, so even the Kudumba Shri, okay, here the Kudumba Shri, a community organization of neighboring groups, that is neighborhood groups of women in Kerala, have recovered as an effective strategy. 1 minute. Here, the neighborhood groups NHGs of women in Kerala has been recognized as an effective strategy for empowerment of the women in rural as well as the urban areas. Okay, so the role of civil society is first, training and capacity building, relief and rehabilitation, income generating project, encourage new livelihood programs, organized cooperatives, deliver social service, advocacy, economic infrastructure provision and maintenance, and improved governance. These are all the sectors where the role of civil society can be achieved. Okay, now how with the emerging India the role of civil society is changing. The first is the role of civil society is changing with the governance. It is an important agent for promoting good governance like transparency, effectiveness, openness, responsiveness, and accountability. It monitors by social auditing, it checks the accountability of government programs, and it also ensures the right to access information. So here, Mazdoor Kisan Shakti Sangathan MKSS is a Rajasthani civil society, played a major important role to enforce Right to Information Act. Okay, they also demanded for minimum wages for workers. So this is an important organization. And next is social. So they provide voice to the voiceless and unorganized community interests. Okay, Childline India Foundation, World Vision, Aramb India are some of the NGOs which has played an important role in raising awareness campaign on child sexual abuse. The third is economic. Civil societies strive to provide the weaker sections to use the government programs effectively. Okay, next is they also undertake several movements against the government programs which can cause environmental pollutions. Okay, for example, protection of Chilka Lake, okay, and Khandadar Falls protection, olive ridley tortoise, and coastal beach protection movements, etc. Okay, so the next is, from the political point of view, civil societies hold the law and order of machinery accountable. Okay, these are about the emerging role of civil society which helps in changing the society. And next is the challenges in front of civil society in realizing their full potential. Okay, first is, due to lack of digital literacy and online safety measures, many civil societies could not provide full access to the citizens, and even the language, limited data, etc. are some of the technological barriers of the civil society. Next is, the economical support for civil societies is very limited to some projects, so they face economic related challenges as well. So the third point is, the civil society's main objective is to benefit people, but the lack of awareness among the people about the civil society is one of the major challenge which the civil society are facing. The next is, there is also a political challenge. Why? Because the government audits the foreign grants received by the civil society, and if there is any disturbance, then it might cancel the foreign grants. Okay, it can be looked by two sides. One is, the government may think that the civil society, a particular civil society is a foreign funding to promote terrorism or Naxals. But on the other side, if that NGO, if that civil society is very efficient and effective in implementing and solving the people's problems, it might think that the government is suppressing the honest civil society. Okay, so in that respect, so the other side, that is from the civil society, it is a challenge of civil society, right? We are looking in that aspect. So political suppression is also done, and foreign center cancelled about 10,069 foreign contribution regulation act. Okay, that means all these are restricted, the foreign funds are restricted, and this is in 2005. And next is 4,943 FCRAs are cancelled in 2017. Okay, so the next is, as per Intelligence Bureau IB, there is also a threat by civil societies, some of the civil societies, as they are funded by other countries to train Naxals. I have said you earlier, right? So the other civil society which sincerely work for public welfare may face such problems regarding the foreign fund. So there are also security issues to our country regarding these civil societies. Okay, now the way forward is, civil societies must be accountable for each and every program they are involved. They should be accountable. The second is, they should be able to generate multiple funding. And the third is, they should use the technology at its best and make changes in hiring the members. So these are related to the way forward of civil society institutions. Thank you for watching.